Yes, ma'am. I take full responsibility for, my crimes or my charges. I want to say sorry to my family, my mom got 11 kids. I can say all the names, managers, my kids that's not here. Really everybody that got something to do with this situation, I want to say sorry. Just like, having so much time investing into this, I am a smart guy. I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart. I find myself in a lot of stuff because I was just nice or cool, and I understand that you can't be that way when you reach a certain height because it could end bad, and it don't really have to have nothing to do with you, but it could end bad and it could, fall on you. And I know the choice is yours, it's up to you, and I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing and never see you again unless it's at a bar in the future or something. Just out of this type of situation, I promise you, I'll never be in this type of situation.
You guys are flying. You're going over 100 miles an hour down the metro.
Can I please get a warning? Please. But if I was a cop and the person told me, I'll be like, I might have slapped you. And I want to be here.
I don't want to slap.
So bad. But you told me that your license, you just got your license back. I ain't gonna get your license.
One too many bodies.
I promise I won't do it again.
I've seen one too many bodies, man. You know how many of those are?
In case you missed it, Young Thug has given his first interview since being released from jail, where he opened up about his feud with Gunna.
I just like to help people,
One of those artists was Gunna. You guys did a ton of songs together.
Yeah.
Very successful on your label.
Yeah.
He was arrested about the same time as you. I think a lot of people wonder what that relationship is like now.
Yeah. I know everybody wondering that.
What's it like?
I don't know.
The controversy stems from Young Thug's new song, Money on Money, featuring Future in the track. He raps, "Broid, you a rat. Twin, you a pack," and adds, "These guys telling for nothing. And I got to be the one calling them friends," clearly distancing himself from Gunna and his courtroom actions. These lyrics sparked backlash, leading to new trouble for Thug. Headlines read, Young Thug's legal troubles continue to haunt him, as Atlanta police targeted him even after his release from jail. A tweet summed up public sentiment. There's no way Young Thug stays out of jail while rapping his lyrics always violate probation. DJ Academics had already predicted this, stating that the terms of Thug's release were designed to trap him, setting him up to eventually violate probation and face a potential 20-year prison sentence.
Some of his fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they're gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or members, he can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is activity. But he's always going to talk about him and is doing his thing. They might consider that activity. He might be like, it's like, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit. They might be like, oh no, you talking about again. So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody knows Thug is not that way. So we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how it's going to play.
Things took a wild turn after a report was released. Whack 100 claimed he has 2 hours of footage showing Gunna allegedly giving up information on Young Thug during an interrogation. The claim has sparked a wave of speculation, with many now believing the feds are preparing to launch another case against YSL. The streets are watching closely. Hey, Gunna, what's the real story?
Hey, Gunna, listen. I'm putting it together. I'm going to give you some time. I don't know, 24 hours, 12 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 1 hour. I don't know. I'm going to give you some time, though, Gunna. For you to go ahead on and confess. Confess to the world about all the telling you did. You know that interrogation? Yeah. Guess who got it? 2 hours? Boy, you was in there talking more than Hurricane Katrina. The only thing he did wrong was let him record him. You know what I'm talking about.
Young Thug seemed to respond subtly, going on a brief Instagram live where he dropped some cryptic and surprising comments, carefully choosing his words without mentioning any names directly.
Stink, I miss you.
I miss you too. What you doing?
Don't like him?
No, if I'm up in the room.
Cause you was being mean. You got your
Man, I don't need to play I fly already. I live. Is that?
We ain't gonna touch him.
However, DJ Academics later leaked info, revealing that while Thug was still behind bars, he was making calls to fellow rappers in the industry, warning them to stay away from Gunna.
The streets are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this, I don't give a fuck if you believe me. That's what he sent to. Or he sent a message to Dirk, Baby, there's a few other rappers that won't call their name. Just because some of them just told me the privacy. All of them rappers start not fucking with Gunna, speaking out, they're chilling away. Thug got out, Gunna kinda hot. It ain't like you trying to really jump and work with Gunna.
As the situation went viral, Thug knew he had to respond. He jumped on Instagram Live and simply started laughing, letting his reaction speak louder than words.
I'm gonna laugh. I just jumped on here to let you please know that yes, a goat can go live. Whoa! What's up? Who up right now? What's up? Who up right now?
Shortly after, things escalated even further. The head of Georgia's PD Council Gang unit announced that his office is preparing to counter a potential RICO case involving 4PF. What made matters worse was a courtroom revelation. According to a court, reporter Investigator V is on the stand. We're now listening to wiretapped calls where someone claimed Lil Baby had placed hits on individuals, putting money on their heads. The situation is drawing comparisons to Lil Durk's alleged murder-for-hire case.
Like, come on, bro, you know what's gonna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying? Ain't like that, man. Got tickets on a lot of these folks.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about tickets?
The unidentified male that was being referred to as Unk.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders.
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by what do you mean on somebody's head? Which
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested? And who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones had wanted to have people harmed.
Correct.
All right, moving on.
Rappers quickly began reacting. First, Young Thug and now Lil Baby are being targeted by the Atlanta DA, Atlanta rappers. Be cautious. This is the same DA who went after Thug and the one Gunna struck his deal with. In a major update, it was revealed that Lil Baby was taken into county jail for questioning regarding the deaths of Jacob Davis and Lamont Freeman. Authorities are questioning why he closed 4 p.m. shortly after the crime occurred.
Atlanta police are blaming a local rapper's music video for the deaths of 2 teen-year-olds, and a $50,000 reward is being offered for more information. So far, 7 people have already been arrested.
Between the bullets, it was nothing but bullets, pop, 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 pop.
At least 25 shots fired.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was just a concert. I was waiting for Lil Baby to come by my tacos up.
This is also when Lil Baby addressed why he shut down his record label, PF. In his statement, Baby revealed that he ended the label to prevent it from being associated with a street team.
4 Pockets 4 had to come to an end. You know what I'm saying?
You said course. Why you said course?
Because the shit that be going on. And I had to start learning that, like, other people's actions I could be held accountable for.
Right.
I ain't know all that at first. You know what I'm saying? I never would have went that route, but I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know I'll be a fool to just keep the same thing going. They trying to make something out of something that it ain't. Like, if I got any kind of control of, hey, we're gonna switch that whole thing up. It ain't even just about the police. It's just period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never was supposed to make my label something that I talk about.
It was at this point that Gunna's lawyer spoke out about the situation. He posted a lengthy message stating, "I was Gunna's attorney, but I am not speaking on his behalf." This post is simply to clarify the truth. Gunna did not cooperate, and he did nothing nor said anything that would impact Thug's case.
And you have personal knowledge that members or associates of myself have committed crimes in Berlin.
Yes, sir.
You were present along with Jeffrey Williams, Courtney Hines, and a firearm with Lil Baby. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, sir.
Gunna spent 8 months in jail before being released in December 2022 after entering an Alford plea. His plea could not and was not used against Thug at trial, and he was never named as a witness. Gunna received a 5-year suspended sentence with no reporting, travel, living restrictions, or probation. Over the past 2 years, media reports show that he has performed globally, gained international fame, and earned millions. Meanwhile, Thug went to trial, pled guilty in Nolo and served 30 months in jail. Received 15 years of probation with reporting conditions and was even banned from living in Atlanta. For those who continue to criticize Gunna, it's time to move on. That said, a fan went viral with a tweet saying, "Once you understand the full impact of Gunna's cooperation in the YSL trial, you'll see why Thug and Baby will never be cool with him again." This came just after the Atlanta Police Department called out Lil Baby, linking his actions to the deaths of 2 young individuals last summer. In a press conference, the Atlanta PD revealed that 7 arrests had been made in connection to the deaths of Jacket Davis and Lamont Freeman. Major Ralph stated the incidents were tied to a gang war that started with an altercation at Lil Baby's music video shoot last May, which left 3 people injured. The officer also made a pointed remark, saying, "This team will work relentlessly to hold you accountable."
Investigation aspect of this, Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence was orchestrated by adults in our city, and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
Lil Baby was recording a music video on an opposing block. However, the situation escalated when a woman featured on the news later posted on Facebook that Lil Baby was at the location, which alerted his rivals to his whereabouts.